Okay, it's towards the end of day 779 off the grid, and I've done a few things today. Something I really wanted to show you. This is a 50ml syringe. Well, it will actually do up to 60, but it's mainly intended to be 50. This is the best battery filler like ever. I found this tube just lying around, jammed in the end of there quite nicely, and boy, this is the best battery filler apparatus that I've actually had. I mean, formerly I'll be mucking around with using things like this, like it's a hydrometer without the actual hydrometer bit inside it, or just using a funnel. That was just messing around. I got through so many batteries today and it was effortless. With this, you don't need to stoop over. You don't make a mess. You can control the fill and give a battery a little bit less if it doesn't need the full lot. Highly recommend it. This syringe came from a catheter that Baffy had in the night before the day Deneth or Seth was supposed to be born. It was actually not a catheter for taking up urine. It was actually a special catheter to sort of upset her cervix and cause it to dilate. It didn't really work, but because of that I inherited two of these lovely big syringes. One they used to put the saline solution in, the other they used to take it out. So pretty glad I got this, eh? And like I say, anyone that's looking for an easy solution to filling batteries, do this. It works. Yeah, we're just looking inside the battery fridge here. These are the first series batteries I kind of bought when I started getting off the grid. These are actually just starter batteries, but they are still part of the system. They're actually extra batteries on the 24 volt system. They still help a little bit. And the other thing I did today, and I brought it out here to save bringing the camera into the computer, and then I'd be ending up with two videos that I've got to edit together, which I'm trying to get up to date with all these videos. This is just a tail. In the old days you might have had a 9-pin D connector to a 9-pin D connector socket, and you would have called it a port saver. It was when you were plugging in joysticks into your 8-bit computers. Well, we use these the same way. When we're plugging in and out flash drives, rather than hold down the port of the laptop, we just use a short USB lead, and that way it gets worn out rather than the port itself. Now the problem was, our last one of these did actually get worn out, and you try going and buying from a shop a short USB-A male to female. It's really difficult. You can probably get them online. You could probably get them online for pennies on the dollar, but to actually go into a brick and mortar shop and actually buy one of these fuckers, very difficult. So I decided to make my own. I bought a styly blue USB lead and cut it short, and from J-Car I bought an actual chassis mount USB socket there, and I just soldered it on to the end, and then I built up this moulding out of hot melt glue, you know, all around the contacts there, so it's robust as. And I even made this little cable protector here. It's kind of like 3D printing, or those 3D printing pens, but a bit more substantial really. I do quite a lot of that kind of stuff with hot melt glue, but I just thought I'd show that because I'm quite pleased with this. It works kind of well, and, well, kind of well, I mean, it works. So what else can you say really? But yeah, using the hot melt glue, a little bit of a technique there. You can make your own moulded fittings. Well, it's not truly moulded, but moulded like fittings, obviously, when this fails. Actually, it is actually easy enough to cut this stuff off if you really needed to get access back in there. But there we go. That's my stuff for today on day 779, the improved battery filler system and the homemade USB tail. There we go.